Hi everyone, and welcome to the Chevy MyWay studio. I'm Richard, a product specialist here at Chevy MyWay, and today we have a great program to show you how easy it is to install a level 2 outlet in your home. And the best news for customers is Chevy's turnkey standard home charging installation offer. You can check it out on the website to see details. To show you how this actually works, we went out to a home to get an inside look at an actual home installation that we're excited to share with you. Now let's check it out. Hi, I'm Richard, and we're at the suburban home of Marie today, who just purchased this new 2022 Bolt EUV. And she's decided to take advantage of Chevy's new turnkey standard home charging outlet installation offer. Now, it's a super easy process. With this promotion, your standard installation is covered, and we do all of the work. So today we're going to show you how it all happens. We're going to walk through all of the steps to have Qmerit, Chevrolet's authorized provider, come out to install a level 2 charging outlet in Marie's garage. These new 2022 models offer a dual-level charge cord. It's standard on a 2022 Bolt EUV and available on a 2022 Bolt EV. Now, the dual-level charge cord is a 240-volt connection that shortens your home charging times. Eligible 2022 Bolt EV or EUV owners can get a level 2 charging outlet installed in their garage. So today we're going to set up this house for level 2 charging by installing an outlet and by also taking advantage of the dual level charge cord. Now, Marie just bought her 2022 Bolt EUV, but she already did the work with her dealer to register for the promotion. Marie, hi. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing so well. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
I'm glad you're here.
Now, first question, what do you think of your new Bolt EUV?
I love it.
Right.
I love it. It's a totally different driving experience, right? But you know, sometimes you forget it's an EV. And then other times you realize when you hit the accelerator and it really takes off.
But let's talk about what we're going to do here today.
Okay.
So did you know, first off, that the Bolt offers 2 different charging levels?
Yes. So I initially went online to Chevy MyWay to get some background. And I got a great walk around and a lot of my questions answered.
Oh, great.
And then at the dealership, my sales consultant, Mike, told me about the different ways to charge. And it really helped me that he told me that if I only use a regular level 1 cord, that an overnight charge would get me 40 to 50 miles. Whereas adding the level 2 outlet could get me a full charge overnight.
Well, your sales consultant, Mike, was right. Now, having access to level 2 charging lets you refill your average daily commute in just about 2 hours. It also lets you refill a fully empty battery overnight. And the best part is plugging in your Bolt EUV is just as easy as plugging in a smartphone.
Oh, so good.
It is so easy.
Yeah.
So walk me through the conversation you had with your sales consultant.
When I purchased my Bolt, Mike let me know I was eligible for the standard home outlet installation, essentially getting my garage ready for the faster level 2 charging.
Right. Dealers and sales consultants register new buyers like you for this promotion through a portal, but it is time sensitive. Dealers and sales consultants must register new buyers like you within 7 days of taking delivery to be eligible.
Okay.
And the installation must be completed within 180 days.
Okay.
Now, at registration, they need to figure out which promotion you want to commit to, and we have 2 different options.
Okay.
First, and the one we're going to cover today, is for homes with an attached garage.
Okay.
Now, this is the standard installation. But for customers who don't meet the standard installation requirements, Chevrolet will provide up to a $1,000 credit to be applied towards an installation completed by Qmerit.
Wow.
And up to a $250 credit towards a customer's permitting.
Nice.
It's a great incentive.
Yeah.
Now, the second option here is an EV Go credit of $500 to be used toward public charging throughout the U.S. Now, this option is really great for customers who maybe already have a level 2 charger, or they just don't have a great place to install an outlet.
Yeah, that's great.
Now, to see the full terms and conditions, check out Chevrolet.com. Now, just make sure your dealer knows which of the 2 options you choose when you register for the promotion. Now, let's bring out Matt Landre from Qmerit to help us understand the process and see what has to be done to install your charger.
Okay.
Matt, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Matt.
Thanks so much for being here. Now, Marie here has purchased a 2022 Bolt EUV. And Marie, your sales consultant already got you logged into the system, right?
That's right.
Now, you walked through the EV install form online, correct?
Correct. It was pretty simple for me, but really all I had to do was upload a few photos.
Well, let's walk through what that looked like.
Okay.
Our EV install form provides our local electrician an overview of what they can expect on site and what will be needed during the installation, all without stepping foot on site.
Oh, wow.
Now, occasionally they will need some additional follow-up info, but it's a terrific place to start.
Okay.
Our EV install form walks step by step through the considerations that both our electrician and our customer will need to make on site during the installation.
All right, now walk us through the steps, Matt.
The customer fills out the EV install form online, where the install takes place, in an attached garage like we have here. Or is it in a detached garage, townhome, duplex, or condo? We do those installations as well, and it's a part of our form, but it won't be a standard installation.
Okay.
Now, a key evaluation is the electrical load calculation based on national standards that help us determine if there's enough electrical capacity for the fast level 2 charging outlet that we plan to install.
Oh, okay.
Our local electrician will pull the electrical permit for the project and schedule the installation. And if needed, they can also coordinate the follow-up inspection and meet the inspector on site. We know that some installations are more complicated than others. They might require a panel upgrade, trenching, sub-panel, or even the installation of a demand charge controller to help us safely install a fast level 2 charging outlet where previously we could not.
Okay.
Now, those installations would not qualify for the standard installation, and the customer may be responsible for the additional costs. When the customer does not qualify for the standard installation, Chevy gives the customer a credit toward their Qmerit installation.
Oh, nice.
Now, Marie, what else did you have to do before you were ready to install?
So with my phone, I took photos of my electrical panel, where it's located in my home, and where I want the charging outlet installed. Then once I submitted my form, Qmerit reached out and talked to me about my installation.
So we evaluate if it's a standard install, and if she did not qualify for the standard home installation, we'll reach out to discuss her options.
It was really easy, and I learned a lot about my home's energy.
All right, she qualified. Now let's turn back to Marie's install. What are the key steps that your team need to know?
So we need to know the amperage, or the electrical capacity of the home's electrical panel. These are usually 100, 125, or 200 amps. Though we tend to say that the larger the panel, the better, we will evaluate each home on a case-by-case basis to ensure there's adequate capacity.
Okay.
For example, if the home has multiple air conditioners or a pool and a hot tub, there might not be enough electrical capacity to handle the 40 amp dedicated circuit we need to install.
Oh.
All right, let's go take a look at the panel.
Okay.
Now, Marie, did you know the amperage before this?
No, I did not. But with the photo I sent to Qmerit, they were able to determine the required work right away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Most panels' total amperage is right up at the top. This one is rated for 100 amps. You can also find it printed on the sheet next to it. Finding out the capacity of your panel is crucial to understanding how simple or complicated the installation will be.
Now, we're installing a 240-volt, 40-amp breaker into the panel, right?
Correct.
Gotcha. So what are some of the common misconceptions when you get to this part?
First off, if the electrical panel is too small, it might not have enough physical or electrical capacity in the panel to handle the additional electrical load. And that's why we ask for pictures of every electrical panel in the house. It helps us determine power availability. And the 240-volt 40-amp circuit breaker that we need to install requires 2 spaces in the panel, like the space here.
What if there's not enough space in the panel?
Well, there are options. It could require upgrading the electrical panel or installing a secondary sub-panel, and those would need to be installed with proper permits and code adherence. It would also mean that Marie would no longer qualify for the standard installation, and that's one of the key things I made sure to discuss in my initial call with Marie. That's one of the things we try to assess with our online form, so we can help make it easier and prepare our electrician to pull the right permits for the customer.
Yeah. Did my panel require additions, or was it good enough?
You were good. You had both enough physical space and the electrical capacity for the 240-volt circuit, so no changes were needed.
Now let's take a look at the actual hardware that we're installing.
So we have the 40-amp circuit breaker, the wiring through the wall from the electrical panel to the 240-volt outlet, the level 2 charge cord, which, by the way, works with both 120-volt and 240-volt outlets.
Now let's take a look at the actual charger install location. And how'd you know where to put the actual outlet?
Again, it's all part of the online EV install form. We ask about their desired charging location, get some pictures from the customer, and then assess if it's a straightforward path for the installation. We'll look and see if there's any obstacles between the electrical panel and the charging location. You know, that sort of thing.
I initially wanted to put it on the near wall, and then realized the charge port is on the driver's side, so I chose the back wall instead.
Well, that's smart because it actually gives you a lot more flexibility. Now let's take a look at the actual charger installation. Now earlier today, the electrician installed the outlet to the wall. Now having your electrical panel in the garage like this makes it way easier for installation, and it requires less wiring. Now, a big part of what Chevy and Qmerit helps out with is the permitting.
As part of the standard covered home outlet charging installation promotion, Chevy, through Qmerit, covers the cost of the permit.
The money is really helpful, but having the knowledge on the processes for the permitting is an even bigger deal. I've never pulled a permit before this install.
Well, I think the peace of mind of permitting, professional installation, and understanding EV charging makes the Qmerit assistance really helpful.
Let me just set the reality, though. In most cases, your local electrician will be the one you'll have the most interactions with and will handle permits. It makes sense because, frankly, they better understand the local electrical requirements. But Qmerit will be available for questions for customers and electricians before, during, and after the installation.
And that electrician call to schedule is really important to make sure that everything qualifies for standard home installation, right?
It's a critical point, because if the electrician sees anything out of scope, not enough power in the electrical panel, or wiring restrictions, for example, then they might not qualify for the standard home installation, which means increased project scope and costs. And the electrician won't pull the permit unless they're sure it meets the standard installation requirements.
Now, how long is the typical install?
Oh gosh, there are so many variables. But I think you're safe to say in an attached garage like this that meets the standard requirements, we're usually talking around half a day.
Now, let me go check to see if everything's complete and ready to go, but I think you're ready to pull into the garage. Now, you met all the requirements for the standard home installation, but you still need to pass any city or municipality inspections that there may be. Now, sometimes they can be scheduled for the same day as the install, and you can get it all approved in the same day, which we were fortunate enough to have happen today.
Everything is up to code. You are now ready to take full advantage of your dual-level charge cord and home level 2 charging.
Awesome. I want to try it out.
And because she bought her Bolt EUV, the level 2 charge cord was included, so it's all set to plug in. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Well, you are now charging your Bolt EUV at the level 2 charge speed.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Now remember, this is a turnkey offer for home charging. Now this should help remove a lot of the challenges around buyers' perceptions and remove concerns around home charging. Now you can find additional resources on the My Chevy app, and to find additional demo videos, check out the Chevrolet Bolt EV Academy series of videos online on YouTube. That's all for today, but I'd like to thank our electrician and Matt from Qmerit for helping Marie get all hooked up and ready to go. Thanks so much for watching. What a great promotion. Now, eligible buyers of the 2022 Bolt EUV or Bolt EV can take advantage of this level 2 outlet installation promotion. Talk to your dealer or check out our website listed here. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have any questions and would like a live walk around on these great electric vehicles, don't hesitate to check in with us here at the Chevy MyWay studio.